Good morning, viewers. Welcome back to the channel. I am Birdman Johnson. We're playing some Dwarf Fortress. You already know what this is, and if you don't, why are you here? Why did you click on this video? Who are you, and what do you want from me? We're under siege right now. Just watching the goblins walk around the fort. Just kind of seeing how they distribute themselves. Right, we're also... Oh, our falcon died. He was probably old. Yeah, also we are going to be butchering a heck of a lot of turkeys. Okay, yeah, they're all over here. Plenty of them are already in cages, but there are plenty more still walking around. So, let's send some shooters up on the wall to shoot at them. That's the correct squad. Yes. Yes, the salves of authoring. Let's see, I think we're all clear in here. Yeah, there goes. There goes the trade depot. Alright, that's it. I'm moving the trade depot inside. That's what I'm doing. In fact, as long as we're stuck here... Where do I want to put that, though? Where do I want that? It's got to be somewhere they can get to. Like, I guess... Here's fine. Can they... Yeah, they can navigate around the traps. Yeah, that's probably fine. I don't know. We'll put something else there. Maybe we'll put some kind of death trap for the siegers, something for the trolls to break down, and then they can walk into a trap. That could be fun for us. They're doing a good job of defeating themselves right now. Okay, we do have shooters up here. What are you shooting at? Oh, you're not. You're taking fire from the goblins. Oh, one of them's up here. Well, that's interesting. Okay, apparently there's another hole in our defenses I'm not aware of. A couple of goblins here. How'd you get in? How the heck did you do that? Huh? You're gonna die now that you're in here. You're gonna die one way or another, of course. Well, these two goblins... Oh, I wonder if they were launched by our drawbridges, is how they got in here. We've had that problem before. One, and... Go ahead and do the other one, as long as you're there. Thank you. Two. Nope, not quite. Go on, kill it. Thank you. Okay. Oh, there's a third one in here. Nope, they're climbing over something. Something's happening here. Hang on. Stack up the squads over here. Something's happening. There's a gap in the defenses. Although if this is the only spot they can come through, I'm actually not that worried about it. Didn't they climb the front of the building before to get inside? Ah! Is this how you're doing it? You've gained the top of the old trade depot. Somehow. And you're using that to hop the wall? Anyway, this seems to be under control. So let's scan the rest of them. We're doing pretty well here. Every siege you gotta ask, is this the one? Is this the one that kills us? And so far the answer has been no. Okay, I would like to do a controlled inflow of enemies. We'll have to deal with this guy standing here on the roof. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, they must have been launched up there by the drawbridges. We're going to roof over the entryway. We're going to finally do the smart thing, is what we're going to do. Shut up. I don't want to hear it. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull that. It doesn't actually matter if there's anybody in the courtyard. Somebody go ahead and pull that. Somebody. Okay, well, it's not the furthest guy. But it's also not the closest guy. Why are they just standing lined up there? Come on, Moldath. Yeah, these two guys are kind of stuck. Wow. That is a lot of dwarves in that little space. Okay, he's there. He's standing next to it. He just can't get to it. There we go. Okay, bridge is going to drop. Any moment now. There we are. Oh, make sure these are locked. They are. Okay. Anyway, here's what we're watching for, because they should manage to trap themselves walking in. It's taking advantage of that shortest line between 2 points that does it, because they like to walk in places, yep, and then step on diagonals. Even though there was no reason to step on that diagonal. Okay, everything's slowing down because the dwarves have been confined. I think, is this the last guy? Right here? So what I should be able to do now is lock these. And lock these, now that they're not blocked. Stand down danger, and that'll speed us up slightly. They're bypassing the entrance. A little bit. There we go. Come on in. Come on in. Plenty of room for everyone. Look, lots of tasty livestock to murder. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to get caught in our cage traps and then die. They're moving away. Are they retreating? Did we win? I think they're leaving. There's one here shooting at something. Yeah, they're leaving. Okay. Except for these goons over here. Stand by the militia. Right, they can't fully retreat because these guys are stuck. Oh, wait, there's just one up here now? Huh. Interesting. Where's the other one? Well, we'll figure it out in a minute. Okay, these guys are leaving. Still getting caught in the traps because they didn't realize there were more traps this way. Oh yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. Okay. What is that? What's happening over here? Swarm of flies. And the troll... What happened to the troll? Which one are you? You're M? M the troll? Okay, somebody's shooting the troll from some position. Oh, somebody's out here. Alright. Somebody has gone outside without instructions to do so. Very well. Kill. Oh, I told them to target some that are in cages. That's going to be a bit of a problem. That must have been one of the ones that was standing on our roof. There's a troll over here. Go kill that troll. That should be easy for you. Okay. Who's still on the map? Several of them over here. Go! Kill! Kill! Now hold it. Something... Oh. Okay. There's one over here. Wait. Hold it. They're getting weird. Danger. Everybody back inside. They're going outside, I think, to look for loot. Okay, I do still want the militia on station. Since for some reason these guys are not making a move. Actually, okay. They're going to look for gear for some reason, so we're gonna stack them up in here for the moment. Yeah, see, they're still doing weird things. Also, this guy's hungry and thirsty. That actually shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, I like it when they go everywhere except where I tell them to go. That's fun for me. Aside from those guys, is this one still up here? No, I think we got the one that was up on the lip here. Yeah, this is going to take forever at this rate. Go ahead and deactivate danger. It's fine. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I see 11 goblins down there. Is that all of them that are left on the map? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is all of them over here. Okay. Okay, we got a few dwarves stacked up here. Let's move them outside. We'll just advance a few yards at a time. Getting into position while waiting for the rest of the militia to join us. Yep, everybody can come outside. What are you doing exactly? Oh, they're trying to load cage traps. Absurd. Yeah, see, I don't want to roll up on these goblins with half their number. So if the rest of y'all could get over there, I'd be powerful appreciative. Moving up. That said, our warriors are substantially mightier than theirs. Any of you a shooter? No, the one of them's walking away. I think that one was the shooter. Okay, moving up. Come on. Alright, there we go. We're into it. We are in the soup. I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, we are carving a bloody path through these goblins. Many of our warriors are legendary something or others. They've got the experience. Okay. I think we're putting down the last one right now. Quick check. That's it, we're done. Alright. Now begins the arduous task of cleaning up these cages. And to start, we're not even going to bother stripping the captives. We are just going to throw them into the cage room here and let the weapon traps deal with them. Because I cannot tell you how disinterested I am at this point in killing them in an interesting way. I just want them gone. Excuse me? There's a cage there already, get rid of it. This is tedious. I don't know if you noticed, viewers, but this is an incredibly tedious process. The good news is we're stocked on Goblinite for the near future. This is a lot of captives. Too bad we can't break their spirits and put them to work. Then at least we'd have a use for them. Alright. As you were, dwarves. Boy, look at all that. I feel like there was something else I was going to do here, but I have forgotten. We'll do a quick tree check. I see a couple of things that are potentially problematic. Just a couple, though, I guess. Yeah, like all this is fine. We'll get rid of this. Oh yeah, we should tear down this old trade depot and build a new trade depot. So, how do I want to start this? We need to build a scaffold. Sure, add a platinum, why not? Oh, the other thing that we should do is roof over the entryway. Okay. That is going to require us to tear up this flooring. Because, of course, we can't build the staircase on top of the flooring. That would be going too far. Sort all the garbage. And even once we get these cages installed, there's just a lot to do here. A lot of small individual tasks. Okay, big news, actually. We got some migrants back here somewhere. There they are. We're at 121 citizens right now, which means we can annex some more territory. Bed? Why for bed? Oh, well, anyway. So, actually, first thing here. Bone craft. Deco bone. Totem, because we got a whole bunch of turkey bones now. Alright. Let's pick a target. This is ours. This is not ours. We wiped out that. No. Hex bears. Oh, right, actually, there was one I wanted. Vile Jumped. It was Vile Jumped that I wanted. Right? Because that's the one that has all the artifacts and prisoners. Okay. We're going to raid this. We just got a siege, right? So we shouldn't have any problems immediately. I'm going to send... This is possibly a risk. I'm going to send all 3 of our squads out, along with all of our war dogs, okay? If we are not completely massacred, we'll hit them a couple of times, and if we're not completely massacred in the process, we'll go ahead and annex it. We don't need that hive anymore because that thing wasn't going to work. We're getting these linked. We're getting this torn down. We're getting this roofed. Building stairs out of platinum bars. Just scaffolds, you know. Okay. Ooh, wow. We suffered no casualties in that siege. A few injuries, but they were patched up pretty quickly. So all in all, that was great for us. These dogs could be a bit of a problem. We'll see what happens. Actually, you know what? Just... I don't really feel like waiting for wounded dogs to do things. There we go. Yeah, there's another one. Because we can't order war dogs to be slaughtered, unfortunately, as far as I'm aware. Which means that if they get wounded, they just kind of are wounded forever until they die. Okay. We're getting out of there. We're carrying some things with us. We're carrying books, it looks like. Out on maneuvers. They think they might need some reading material during the raid. You know what? You could spend a lot of time just sitting around doing nothing. Hurry up and wait, you know? So I won't fault you for taking books. Although really, I would prefer if you focused on the killing. But that's just me. Yeah, war dog. Covered in blood. Yeah, that checks out. There's a horse inside the building, which most likely means... Yeah, we have some things that need to be pastured. Not the goblins. We can't start a goblin farm, unfortunately. That's a lot of war dogs. There's the horse. I knew I saw a horse somewhere. Not a phrase you normally want to find yourself saying, just apropos of nothing. Wasn't there a horse around here a minute ago? There are very few situations that are made better by introducing horses. This is just a fact. Okay, we're carrying a lot of stuff here. What is all this? Just loose gear? Possibly gear the militia left lying around? Don't know. Yeah, we got some stuff in the melt pile already. Let's, Yeah, we got some other stuff here. What needs to be dumperated? Alright. It's going to take a long time for all of this to happen. But, this is our objective for the session, is to take Vile Jumped. A dog is panicking for some reason. Well, why not? Why not panic, right? What reason have we not to be panicking? I think we have some war dogs that have been unassigned. I'm going to guess that's why we have these dogs walking around in the tavern. No, except that one said it was a pet. So I don't know what's going on. I mean, we're getting there, right? Eventually, everything will happen. For you, it'll all happen in an instant, though. You're not going to believe this, folks, but, even though the squads are coming back. The rest of the work is not done. Let's have a look at this report. Okay, yep, great. All right. Dog died, dog died, dog died, dog died. This is why the dogs are here, okay? There we go. We did kill one of them. Is it just the dogs doing the fighting here? Wow. There we go. There we go. Dwarves are getting in the mix. But the dogs are doing an awful lot of the work, both killing and dying. Okay. Neato. We're gonna have to run that again. We're gonna have to go again, unfortunately. Eventually, all the dogs will die, and the dwarves will have to fight. Yeah, we're still killing turkeys. Everything is still occurring. Nobody's interested in dumping corpses for some reason. They would all rather carry gear or, you know, play with minecarts. Which nobody has been killed by for a while. So that's nice, I guess. We're going to rip up the depot here. And then we're going to replace it with a trap for trolls. It's going to be fun for us. You'll enjoy it. You will. You will. All right. Got some trees that could stand to be chopped here. Actually, maybe I'll put it over here. Maybe I'll, yeah, just to have something here. I don't know. This square feels like it needs something. Yeah, that's an idea. Okay, so we'll put it here. We're just going to put one of our statues here. I am not going to bother... Well, ugh. Who am I kidding? Yes, I'll put the statues back. If the trolls would stop knocking them down, that would be wonderful. We will need one more statue, because we're going to change the shape of the entryway here. Okay, good. This is ready to go. And we do want to use our blocks here. It's not Gabbro. Oh my god, are we somehow out of building blocks? Kind of looks that way. Alright, cool. Claystone is good. Thank you. I think, right? This is all Gabbro. Some of this is made of claystone, right? Okay. Suddenly, I forget what the different blocks look like. Diorite, Gabbro. Yeah, we must be using claystone then. Schist is probably fine. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Let's see, we should have some confiscated weapons now, right? No, because I've been doing pretty good about keeping things clear. Okay, then, in that case, for this initial square, we're gonna need 80 copper spikes. Because I'm like 90% certain we have the bars for that. Yeah, we got enough for that. Cool. Okay. All the stuff you're trying to do would be easier if you'd remove the corpses. I don't mean to tell you how to do your jobs, dwarves, but I am your boss, and it kind of is my job to tell you what you should be doing. Not necessarily to tell you how to do it. Obviously, if I hired you, I believe you know how to do the job. You're not trainees. You're experienced dwarves. Many of you are legendary. So my job as your boss is to make sure you have what you need to do your jobs, and then stay out of your way and let you do them. The raiders are still trickling back in. It's going to take a while, mainly because of the dozens of dogs we sent out. Boy, there are going to be a lot of cuts in this one, aren't there? And the answer is yes, there will be a lot of cuts in this one, but it's fine, because it saves you, the viewers, the tedium of waiting for squads to come back from raids. This time, we pillaged them. Oh, look, we even made off with some stuff. So let's see how this went. That looks much better. Okay, dog, dog, mutilated dog, 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 dog. There we go, we're killing some now. Okay. Are there any horrible monsters in there? We haven't encountered any yet. Spoils, we actually... Ooh, a steel breastplate. A chopped Gorlak liver! This isn't terrible. This is not the worst loot haul we've ever taken. However, I do notice none of it is prisoners or artifacts. Okay. Oh yeah, also the water thawed. So this is happening again. Currently not flooding. Why is that lighter colored than the stuff around it? Weird. Well, anyway. Let's take a look at Vile Jumps now. I think we need to hit him again. I do. I think we need to wait for the squads to come back in and we need to hit him again. We might not be capturing Vile Jump this time, unfortunately. I think it's just going to take too long. Okay. What else? What else still needs to happen? That's done. This can come down. This is roofed. Please dispose of these items. Oh, yeah, right. Oh, also our coins are done. Let's look at our coins. Okay, wow, that's a lot of coins. This feels backwards. No, never mind. I can't count. That says 12,500, not 125,000. Alright, okay. They should... Each coin of one type, because they were minted all together, should have the same design. We're going to go ahead and look at that design. Copper coin worth 20 dwarf bucks. Or 500 of them together are worth 20? I don't know. Surprisingly useless in trade. Let's see. On the front of the coin is an image of weapon racks. On the coin's back is a finely designed image of Errol Mansion Blue the Dwarf. Fantastic. I don't know who that is. Yes, same design. Okay. Then our silver coins, which are worth 100 dwarf bucks each. On the front of the coin is a superiorly designed image of goblins and dwarves. The goblins are fighting with the dwarves. The artwork relates to the attack by the Midnight of Ash on the Allied Mountain in the Jungle of Glee in the early spring of 49 during the Scorching Battle. On the coin's back is a finely designed image of iguanas. So on one side we chose to commemorate a famous battle from our history. On the other side, iguanas. Yep. Okay. Gold coins, 300 dwarf bucks. On the front of the coin is a rendition of the Barricaded Kindness, a finely designed image of giant capybaras. Okay, it's a replica of a famous artwork. The image is the symbol of the Allied Mountain. Oh, I don't remember that. Okay, apparently that's our national symbol. On the coin's back is an exceptionally designed image of arrowy Stretch War, the Cavernous, the Forgotten Beast, and Dwarves. The Forgotten Beast is surrounded by the Dwarves, relates to the rise of the Forgotten Beast as an enemy of the Allied Mountain in the midwinter of 54 during the rampage of this Forgotten Beast in the town of Helpful Stakes. Okay. That's not terrible. Alright, we're going to give all those to the merchants next time they show up. We will distribute our currency throughout the civilization. You know, it's a way to get rid of some metal. Because boy, do we have a lot of metal. It is going to take quite a while for everyone to roll back in. I'm surprised we haven't lost anybody from the occupation squad. Must we wait for everybody to be totally back in? Pillage? Pillage? Yes, okay. We will wait. We will wait. We will hit them again, and again, and again, until their defenses are worn down, and we can take the settlement for ourselves. Are there still captives? Yes, okay, so apparently we took the artifacts, and at least some of the prisoners, maybe? I don't know. Huh. Weird. Don't know how this works, I guess, apparently. Still linking cages. Okay. This is all that needs to happen right now. That's the thing. We are doing good. Oh, right. Weapon traps. Pardon me. I forgot we were doing this. No, give me my spikes. Why sortest you the spikes lower on the stack? You know this is what I want. They're not all in the pile yet. Okay. We're gonna do this as well. No, you know what? I don't want cage traps. All spikes. All spikes. All spikes. This is very simple. I'm assuming this is going to work. Any building destroyers that come onto the map will see this exposed statue. They will move upon it and attempt to break it. They will be stabbed to death by our weapon traps in the process. I am assuming that this will work. This is locked, right? Good. Okay. We're gonna try the drowning chamber one more time. I know it makes a heck of a mess, but we're gonna try it one more time once we get everything linked up. We are nothing if not persistent here in the fort. I think our next challenge is going to be the no wood fort. I think, well, the next experiment, I should say. But none of this is really a challenge. Actually, you know what? I'm going to throw up a poll. I'm going to throw up a poll so that the three of you who ever vote on these things can decide what our next stupid experiment is going to be. How does that sound? We'll give the viewers a little agency in what content they consume. For fun. I forgot there was a corpse down here. We'll need to retrieve that next time the water freezes. There's still some frozen water. Not unusual. A little unusual for the game, but not unusual in terms of meat space physics. How long is this dead cat going to hang out here? Just get rid of that if you don't mind. Yep, yep, yep. All this needs to go. Clean up all these smashed up goblin teeth. Without the trade depot here, we've got this exposed puddle. Should be fine. What are you doing here? You're fishing. Oh, okay, yeah, that's actually fine, I guess. That's probably okay, in fact. Okay, are we good to raid again? Pardon me. There we are. Nope. Still waiting for squads to come back. Yeah, so we're going to be resolving that next time, I guess. We haven't done nothing this time. We've made progress. Every episode we make a little progress. It's just not necessarily as much as we would prefer. I would love to be able to bring trade goods to a depot even if there are no merchants. Like, why not just have stuff stacked up? We know we're going to give it to them. Let's just have it ready. Eh. Eh. Yeah, we've only got a few minutes left on this one. We'll just ride it out. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not even going to bother stockpiling the other prisoners this time. Is somebody doing this job? There we are. Ah, Adil. Very hardworking manager. Unfortunately, not always hardworking on the things on which we need her to be working. Managers are famously bad at optimizing their time usage. Is that really everybody? Yeah, I guess. It looks like there are more cages in here than there actually are, I suppose. So if that gets done quickly, we can play with this one more time before we end the session. That would be a fun thing to close on, right? A little cruel and unusual punishment. And look at that, it's Adil. Adil the manager. Linking buildings to triggers, as she does. Well, I suppose there aren't any... There are work orders you could be doing. That would probably be a better use of your time as a manager. But... this being Dwarf Fortress, it is necessary to give the managers labor to do, because otherwise they get bored and despondent. Why is there a door there? Hold on. Why is this here? Did I do this? Petition. Oh, that goblin that's been hanging around wants to join us. Yeah, go for it. Leak thieves? Really? Why is this here? Did I mean to do that? Dismantle that. When did I do that? Why did I do that? I don't remember doing that. Alright. Anyway. Watching Adil finish linking as the squads continue rolling back in from the raid. That'll go marginally faster as our dogs continue dying. The dogs are a successful experiment, okay? They've even killed a handful of goblins. And we're winning all of our raids. That's really the important thing. It is actually really tempting to pave over the courtyard here just to get rid of those dangerous puddles. Maybe we'll do that. Marble? No, the white will really stand. I don't know, I kind of like the green just because it makes it easy to see where things are. But at the same time, all the mud and the dangerous puddles, I don't know. I don't know. I think what we're going to do this time is we'll fill the room, then open the cages. Here we go. This should be the last one. If somehow some cages have escaped being linked, I am not going to worry about it at this time. Okay. But we will check. We'll just check. Yeah, see, we're good. We're good. Everything's linked. Okay. All right, in order. Lock the room. Somebody doing that for me. I just get really impatient waiting for levers to be pulled. There aren't a lot of games... I mean, there aren't a lot of games like Dwarf Fortress in the first place, but there aren't a lot of games where you have to wait for guys to cross the map to pull levers. As far as I'm aware. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's a whole subgenre of lever-pulling games out there that I've been missing. Okay. The room is locked. Maybe. Maybe? There. Okay. Now here's the question. What happens when we pull this lever? Should pull the lever have an exclamation point on it? This really feels like an exciting activity. Okay, we're going to pull that. That's going to open. And we'll see what happens when it does. Okay, it's open. The room is filled instantly. Wow. Okay, we'll let everything refill here. Actually, that could take longer than I want to spend on this. It's fine. Okay. Open the cages. Oh, squirrel's angry outside about something. Okay, here we go. Ready? They're off. Drowning? Cut apart. I see death already. This makes it much harder to see what's happening. But I think the experiment has been successful. Is everybody dead already? No. Okay. They are struggling. Yeah, we can't actually see what's happening. So next time, perhaps we don't use... actually, you know... No, this is fine. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. This is fine. Go ahead and close that. Yeah, boy, this works great, doesn't it? When it works, huh? Hello? There it is. We test the planter? No. Yes. You're not a lever puller. What are you doing? Actually, everybody's a lever puller because I want to make sure the levers get pulled. Yeah, there you go. Go around the deadly puddle. I think everybody's dead. That looks like a room full of dead goblins who didn't even get off their marks, I think. Possibly. Okay. That closes. Okay. I think it worked. Now we're going to let all the water out, and it's the warm season, so there's no reason for anybody to get frozen to death. All this should clear up by winter, right? Right. Yeah, everybody's dead. We're pulling the lever. Lee-bash the woodcutter. Alright, so I don't know what was going on with this thing before, because it's working fine now. Okay, here we go. Everybody should be dead. Open that. Out come all the corpses! Yay! Oh yeah, let's just reclaim all this. Alright, fantastic. It worked. We're going to end today on a high note, because that's pretty good. Hey folks, thanks for watching. Thanks to those of you who are subscribed to the channel, thanks to those of you who are not yet subscribed to the channel, and thanks as always to those of you watching this without ever intending to subscribe to the channel, because you count too. Every view counts. We will be back here next week, one way or another, with some more Dwarf Fortress horror content on Saturdays. Lots of other stuff on the channel for you to check out if you're so inclined. As always, folks, drop me a line if there's anything you want to see on this channel, because I'm open to suggestion, and drop me a line if there's anything you want me to see on your channel, because I am interested in your content. I'm going to let all the corpses finish flooding out of this room, and I will catch you folks next time. Until then, Birdman out.